This is maybe one of the most fascinating campaign-related stories I've seen this cycle. It involves a guy named Derrick Anderson, a Republican running for a House seat in Virginia, who is being criticized for a photo. We're gonna show you the photo, and then we're gonna debate if the criticism is merited.
A storm is tearing up the digital media industry. Only our audience can save us in these difficult times. Help us reach our goal of 100,000 new members at tyt.com/team.
So here is Derrick Anderson. And that's the sort of photo you see from candidates all the time, right? It's the candidate, it's in a nondescript location, but it looks nice, and he's standing with his family. Except that he's not. It's not his family. It's a woman and 3 girls, apparently one of his longtime friends and her kids. And Anderson announced early this month that he is engaged and he lives alone with his dog. He has no kids. So he still, don't worry, has political value. If he was alone without kids and a cat instead of a dog as a woman, then he would have no political say whatsoever. But it's a dog and he's a guy, so it's fine. But anyway, so people are saying he's basically faking a family. And now his defenders are saying he's just posing with female supporters and their kids. People put out photos of them posing with supporters. But put up the photo again. That particular photo with that particular framing and that particular grade, it just feels 100% like the entire point is that you're supposed to think it's his family, right? Or do I have democratic derangement syndrome? What do you think?
No, that's absolutely his family. They're standing in front of a home. It's in a residential area. They're not out, at they're not doing an activity. They're not an ice cream parlor. I don't know. There's a million different ways to say these are just voters. But no, that 100% looks like a family. That's a stock photo candidate with family shot.
Yeah, it doesn't have the feel of oh, I was at an event and I took 10 photos with 10 different groups. This is one. It feels like you were brought to this location to stand there and a photographer took photos in a photo shoot of you with those people. So look, is it gonna matter to a lot of people? I don't know. I do think maybe we should speculate as to why he feels the need to fake a family. Why is a candidate, would that be a thing that you need? Is it perhaps because on the right, suddenly they're having this crusade to determine who has value, who gets to have a say, what sort of family choices and life choices are acceptable and which are not? I don't know. But the New York Times, by the way, used this as an example in a story they were doing about how Republicans are really struggling with women voters for some reason. Like Rick Scott, I can't figure it out. And so they're turning to female surrogates politically, but also maybe surrogate families to front for them and like vouch for them, I suppose. And there are enough to do that, but any other thoughts?
I mean, at least he actually got real people. I mean, Donald Trump, not officially, well, it's unclear what's official and what's unofficial, but basically he's been reposting photos of himself with Black Americans and Taylor Swift fans for Trump, all AI. So at least he, I mean, I don't think they got paid, but at least he didn't do full AI. It's just bizarre, John. Why not just have a photo of you and your dog? But again, he knows what he's playing to. And it actually, at the end of the day, this is the point. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because people who are gonna vote Republican see that, they're gonna think family man, and it's okay. They're not gonna be like, so that's not his family? That's superfluous. We know there's literally stand-ins, and that's okay for a party that has such a paper-thin platform.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, look, Donald Trump's got his poor man's Melania flying around with him or whatever. But yeah, I agree. And so us doing the story is not to be like, this will swing the election, but it is just when people say that they're weird, there's lots of examples of why and why that messaging fit. It fit because of stuff like this. When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?